Okay, just already there were a lot of males or people that took on male dominant energies that were involved in her case, especially an emperor. So an emperor is like someone that's extremely like powerful. They had the most talk and sway over this whole situation, what happened with her. With the King of Cups, this could be her father, I think, because it's like emotionally connected to her. He was somehow connected to this whole issue. I think, I don't know if there were like 3 brothers, like the father, the uncle, and then there was someone else, but there were 3 people that were involved in her disappearance and her murder, or you know, something that happened to her. They were involved in what happened to her. Let me continue on. I think they all had different reasons for it as well. Okay, this. Oh, okay. This. Okay, so we can pull these out as well. I'll put this here, and then we'll pull out 2 more because I like to do it in 3s. Okay. Sorry, this will be, I think, like a really long reading. Okay, so I think the main people involved, like we pulled the Emperor, the King of Cups, and then the King of Pentacles. So there were 3 people involved. I think there were more people involved, but straight away the main people that were involved were, sorry if you hear any background noise, were 3 men or male energies. They all had different sources. One of them was extremely controlling and wanted control. The other one was like emotionally invested, and then the other one was there for money, or I don't know if they thought, okay, I guess, oh wait, I'm getting in that now. I looked over here and then we just got the Ace of Pentacles, so we'll get onto that. And someone I think was involved with like money and financial and stuff like that. So we've got the Devil, we've got the Moon, and we've got the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. So we can get a clarification on this card. We've got the 4 of Wands in reverse, which I'll put there, and I'll put this and then this as well. Okay. Please clarify. Okay, so we pulled the Empress in reverse with the Devil. So I think the mother was manipulated into thinking that it would be a different outcome than what happened, because with the Empress in reverse, I don't know if she was a good mother to her, or I don't know if her story plays out correct, but I think that she definitely knew about this, and she was, I think, manipulated by people that were more in charge and who had higher dominance over her. I think she was definitely manipulated. It was someone that who was a mother figure to Jon Bennett Ramsey. I think that's how you say it, Jon Bennett Ramsey. With the Moon in reverse, it means that everything that has already come out and stuff like that, we know everything that there possibly is. I don't think there is anything hidden, or that won't be hidden after this reading. 2 seconds. How much? Okay, well, we got the Knight of Wands, and then we got a bunch of other cards here that I can't exactly pull out. So, I don't know if the Knight of Wands, like, with the family, they were going through, like, a hard issue, and then they thought that this would solve their problems. But they thought it would be a different way. The Two of Pentacles, yeah, they kind of, like, it didn't go, it didn't get how they wanted, it didn't, well, how do I speak? I've lost my speaking. It didn't go the way they intended it to go. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's also kind of like, what they thought would be balanced and everything would be okay turned the complete opposite, and then pulled them in a completely different direction and kind of stuffed up their whole, not their life, but like they stuffed up everything. Like they stuffed up the balance that they had with their family and everything. It just completely wiped it. They were like shocked, or someone was. The Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles. Now, I'm not necessarily seeing any emotional cards. Like, I'm not seeing any cups besides the King of Cups and over here, which is the Four of Cups. And for the mother to be the Queen of Swords, and the Empress to be reversed. I think that they knew what was happening. I don't know if they were drawn into it or whatever. They had to do it. They were manipulated into doing it, but there's no, like, remorse. They weren't heartbroken by this occurrence. Like, they didn't really care, if that makes sense, because I think they were in control. They were controlled by someone with the Devil card, especially the mother or someone like that. Like, someone was controlled. And sorry, I'm just shuffling the cards. It makes me think better. But there was, like, no remorse. They didn't feel, it's kind of like it relieved them, like it got stuff off their chest. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like they thought they would get revenue and money out of this. Like, they thought they'd be in a better place, and their aim was to get new beginnings and, like, new start, new money, new options, career and stuff like that, and to be in a better financial state, and to let go of the control that people had on them. With the Four of the Pentacles in reverse, the Tower, the Seven of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Did people target the mother? Because I don't know much about this case. I just know a little bit. But I don't know. Like, everything fell apart for them, and they kind of got scrutinized for it all. With the Tower, it didn't go the way they wanted. Everything that they built was crumbled down. And with the Seven of Wands, it's like people had these views and they kept going against it. And with the Seven of Wands, it's like they kept fighting. There was a lot of fighting, and people kept fighting for how it was. No, it's like, it's this, it's this, it's this. And with the people were persistent about it. And with the Seven of Wands, I think they had to restart and try to build themselves back up because of what happened, because they didn't expect it to go that way. With the Queen of Swords, the mother, she can... these guys wanted to come out to clarify, I guess. Okie dokie. Yeah, so with the Nine of Pentacles, they were planning it for a while. With the Nine of Pentacles, they were planning it for a while, and with the Five of Swords, they felt they got betrayed and backstabbed by people that were working with the same thing. The Knight of Wands, they thought it was like a quick, like they'd get quick luck, or like they'd be in a better situation, or they'd get news of a better, they thought it would be like they would, I don't know how to use that. There's a word that I need to use to come across it. They thought they would succeed and be financially stable, they'd be okay after this occurrence, but it turns out it trapped them even more with the Eight of Swords. they thought they'd be free from the entrapment, but I think that it made it even worse, and they don't know how to get out. They were kind of blindsided. They didn't know how to get out. With the Queen of Swords, people thought that the mother, she was a bit of a cold-hearted, like, if she did any interviews, I don't know if she actually did any interviews, but if she did any interviews, she seemed very cold-hearted on the what's it called? She seemed very cold-hearted on TV, like she didn't show any emotion about that her kid, what happened to her kid. Also with the Queen of Swords, she's very good with her persuasion with her mouth. Like, she's very good at talking, and she could have convinced a few people that she had nothing to do with it, but she did. With the Two of Swords, she might, I don't know if there was a thing where it says, oh, Six of Pentacles here too. I think she kind of persuaded people that she had nothing to do with it, and that she had no option because she was manipulated into it, that her husband had something to do with it. But I think she did have something to do with it. With the Six of Pentacles, it was like she had this choice that she could do. And the Six of Pentacles, in reverse, it's like she was feeding people what they wanted to be fed, if that makes sense. She was feeding people everything. She acted like she had this all, and like she was feeding people information that they wanted to hear. And with the Six of Pentacles as well, she acted like she had nothing, like she lost everything, but I don't think that's the case. Page of Swords in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in Wheel of Fortune upright, and the Chariot in reverse. Okay, these are weird cards, but with the Page of Swords in reverse, I think, because Page of Swords have to do with lies, deceit, deception. So, and the Chariot has to do with movement. And with the Chariot being in reverse, I think, let me just clarify this quickly, because I'm kind of like in a whew state. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, this kind of makes sense. So they thought that if they lied with the Page of Swords, I think they got caught in a lie, or if they lied, that it would bring them a fast like fortune change, because I think there was like a significant amount of money, or like some money involved with them, or they'd be safe and secure about around I can't talk around everything. It's like I really want to talk fast. But they thought it'd be really quick and they'd get it over and done with, and it'd be like the cover of the story would be gone, and like nothing would be shed into light, and then they can move on. But it wasn't the case, because they couldn't move on, and I don't think they still can. And with the Page of Swords, I think they got caught in a rut, or in a lie, like in a rut especially, in a lie. With the Wheel of Fortune, they did get what they wanted, like parts of it, but they didn't get exactly what they wanted, if that makes sense. They still got like money and what else, but not the full thing. They didn't expect it to go this way, and they wanted it to go fast, like to go past fast, but I don't think that was the case either. And the Queen of Wands, I feel like people are having their doubts about their mother now, and I don't think she likes that. The Six of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, there's something about like the married couple, about the husband and a wife, and the Four of Cups, and they wanted to seem like they were heartbroken and everything, and that they wouldn't accept help from others. They wanted to seem like, oh, you know, we're still grieving and sad and stuff. But I don't think that was the case, because the Six of Wands here, all they wanted was a victory. Again, it's with money, to get out of a rut, a financial situation. They wanted to get out of something, so they did something with their child, Jon Bennett Ramsey. I don't know if I'm saying that correct. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, but they wanted to get out of here, because if it's like that, they want to get out of here, but at the cost. And so they pretended to be over it. I mean, not over it. pretended to be sad about it and everything, but in the meantime they wanted to get their victory and for it to hurry up and for people to admire them through the loss that they have gone through. But all they really wanted was to get out of a financial state and to be okay. But we can get the pendulum. I just have to get my, what's it called? I have to pause the video and I will be back. But that's what I got from the read. I don't know if it's like, I don't know the story, so I hope you guys can like piece it together, because otherwise I would. But that's like the messages. It was basically mostly about money, and yeah, I can pull out my the quantum oracle cards, but it was mostly about financial state. They wanted to be in a better financial state. Oh. Okay, so nope, that wanted to come out. 2 seconds. Okay, now let's choose another one. These cards just keep wanting to fall out. Oof. Okay, I will be doing reversals on this because back. So we got the consciousness of lack. So obviously they lacked any thought process, and I don't think they really cared. And again, it's just with money, like money is involved. With the consciousness of lack, it's like they lacked conscience on what happened to their child. They didn't really care, and what they wanted was to get money, to be in a financial state, to be discovered, like to get discovery, to win the lot, if that makes sense. It's really hard to explain, but I feel like what happened, because the great achievement card is in reverse, so didn't really go as they planned. And I think a lot of people discovered about the people and how they truly were, and maybe about what's going down in that like situation, like if there was like trafficking or something, you know what I mean? I don't necessarily think that, but like they get a deeper understanding of what's going on behind closed doors. And with the present power card, it's like, I don't know how to explain that. I need clarification. Oh, and they got the commitment card in reverse. Oh, and this one wanted to come out. New supportive connections. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So what is present power? Oh, these two want to come out. Okay. I guess they weren't the standing people that, like they weren't, oh, they were behind a mask, and they weren't the people that everyone thought them to be. They kind of were, they weren't that, oh, like that figure, that idol that they wanted to be. They were kind of just in the moment, and they just wanted to get the power and influence that they had, and I don't think it worked. With the commitment card, they might have signed a contract with this person, and what happened with the Jon Bennett Ramsey, and they weren't really committed to being, I guess, the good, correct parental figure, with the teacher card in reverse as well. And new supportive connections, I don't think it turned out the way they wanted to. They didn't get the connections they wanted. They didn't get, what's it called? They kind of lost connections. They lost favors. Like, example, if they had friends, they lost those friends. They didn't gain friends. They didn't gain anything. They kind of lost it all because of what happened, and everyone was like new. And the loving man and the, oh my god, that is so funny. Oh my god, that is actually hilarious. What the hell? I'm sorry, I'm not saying that it's hilarious about a case, but look, the loving woman is in reverse and the loving man is in reverse. So it just shows that the parents did have something to do with it, and they weren't who they thought they would be. I feel like the mother was more deviant than the man, and someone was manipulated in this like relationship or situation or something. Someone was manipulated. I will get the pendulum and we'll do some answers and questions.